Welcome to the history of the Imperium in EVE Online. This narrative is based on the experiences and insights of Carneros, an interesting person in the universe of EVE Online. From humble beginnings to epic battles, this story captures the rise, challenges, and triumphs of one of the game's most iconic coalitions. Join us as we explore the journey of the Imperium from 2012 to 2023. Chapter 1. The Beginnings. In 2012, a small corporation named Li3's Electric Cucumber, or Li3, began its journey in the vast expanse of EVE Online. As part of the Space Monkeys Alliance, Li3 aimed to survive and thrive in a harsh and unforgiving universe. Their first major challenge was a legendary war in the Delva region. In the spring of 2012, the war in Delv erupted. Li3, alongside the Space Monkeys Alliance, fought fiercely for control of the region. This war tested their mettle and forged legends. Despite the hardships, the war ended in victory, leaving an indelible mark on all participants. Li3 had outgrown the Space Monkeys Alliance. Chapter 2. Transition to a new era. After the Delv War, Li3 transformed into Li3 Federation and became a founding part of the new Honey Badger Coalition, which included Test and Pandemic Legion. This period was marked by new alliances and challenges. Li3 held territory in Quirius and proved themselves capable. A year later, a disagreement happened in the Clusterfuck Coalition, and Convicted was expelled by the Mittani. A spot became open in the CFC membership, and Li3 Federation was invited to return to the CFC and take Convicted's old place in Vale of the Silent. Chapter 3. The Fountain War. In the following years, Li3 Federation engaged in numerous conflicts, including the famous Fountain War. This war was not just a territorial struggle, but a demonstration of power and strategic prowess. One memorable moment was when Fleet Commander Suas, known for his call sign Shut Up and Shave, sang an anthem to his fleet, symbolizing unity and strength. Despite numerous difficulties, Li3 Federation actively participated in various battles, gaining valuable experience and earning the respect of allies and enemies alike. Chapter 4. Restructuring and Rebirth. After a leadership transition in Li3's neighbor, Gentleman's Agreement, the decision was made to merge the two alliances, forming a new entity called the Bastion. This unification strengthened their forces and prepared them for new challenges that lay ahead. The new name refers to their location in Vale of the Silent as the last bastion of CFC civilization on the eastern border of the coalition. Their logo imagines a stone castle wall that is stronger together than the individual stones would be individually. But the shape of the logo made the Chinese name it the Beehive Alliance in Chinese slang. Chapter 5. The Casino War. In 2016, the Clusterfuck Coalition, now renamed to the Imperium, faced a new threat: the Casino War. In their position at the far edge of the coalition, the Bastion noticed hostiles making their way into strategic positions on the border and warned the Mittani that the conflict was spreading beyond the Space Monkeys Alliance. In the end, this massive war resulted in the loss of several key alliances, including Razor, Fidelis Constans, Space Monkeys Alliance, Fatal Ascension, and Executive Outcomes. Despite these setbacks, the Imperium moved to the south and began to grow stronger, rebuilding their forces and preparing for future conflicts. Chapter 6. The War with PAPI. In 2020, a great war began against the PAPI coalition, which included forces like Test, Pandemic Horde, and many others. The war raged on all fronts. Paragon, Sol, Aquarius, Delva, and Fountain became battlegrounds for intense conflicts. The Bastion found themselves at the epicenter of these events, losing their holdings in Fountain and falling back to the Delve region to help defend the core of the Empire. This war became a true test for all participants. The PAPI coalition united numerous alliances and corporations under its banner, aiming to displace the Imperium from its territories. In a small but growing response, Carneros and his allies devised a plan to strike back at the enemy behind the enemy lines. Chapter 7. Attacks from the Shadows. During the war, the Bastion organized a series of subtle attacks from the Stain region on enemy territories in Esoteria. These unexpected strikes diverted enemy forces and forced them to defend their lands. The Bastion, in coordination with their Stain Russian allies, launched significant and strategic blows, showcasing remarkable tactical wisdom and unity. These operations included raids on enemy infrastructure, destruction of key targets, and constant pressure on PAPI forces. Carneros and his team not only managed to take approximately 25% of their territories, but also inflicted significant damage on the enemy. Chapter 8. The Final Battle and the Future. The conflict with PAPI continued until 2021, with the Imperium resisting heroically in their last constellation. However, mid-battle Imperium scouts reported seeing hostile keep stars entering an unanchoring cycle, and scouts were quickly sent to every keep star to confirm. Shockingly, 8 keep stars were unanchoring, a clear signal that at least part of PAPI was giving up the fight and extracting their assets. The entire warfront collapsed in moments. Today, looking back, we see that the history of the Imperium is a story of courage, loyalty, and resilience. The dark moments reinforced bonds of friendship and brotherhood. These events will forever remain in the memory of those who went through fire and water, who saw the light of victories and the darkness of defeats.